Okay, so for the first WIP, I'm sharing a Treasure Time by the Gold Collection. I started this one back in December of 2025. And that's how much I have stitched so far to this day. WIP number 2 is from the Gold Collection Petites, and it is called Bird Post. Stitches required are the full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knot. I started this one back in April 2024. My third WIP is by the Gold Collection, called Christmas Village Ornaments. I started this one in November of 2025, and I started with this one here. The stitch requirements are cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, couching, and French knots. And the cloth is 18 count ivory Aida. And WIP number 4 by Design Works. It is called A New Beginning, and it was started February of 2024. So the stitch requirements for this one is the cross stitch, full cross stitch, back stitch, quarter cross stitch, and French knots. WIP number 5, the Gold Collection, Winter Cabin. I started this one in December of 2025. And I got the deer. And middle start are sometimes fun to begin because you start right where the action is. So this is on a 16 count gray Aida, full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and double wrapped French knot. WIP number 6 is the Field Bouquet by Mariska on 16 count Aida. Requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and half cross stitch. I started this one November of 2025. WIP number 7 is by Design Works. It is set of 4 is what it's called. I started this one April of 2024, and I finished the first angel, which is that one at the top right, and then I started on the top left angel. And that's how much I've gotten done so far. Stitch requirements for this one is the full cross stitch, back stitch, and beading. So there are beads in this one, and the metallic thread. WIP number 8 by Dimensions. This one's called Winter Housing. I started this one back in December of 2025. And the stitch requirements for this one is full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And it's on a 14 count light blue Aida. WIP number 9 is called Garden Gate. It's a small 5x7 14 count Aida fabric. It requires full cross stitch, French knots, and back stitch. And I started this one January of 2026. WIP number 10 is by Brooks Books Publishing presents Advent Animals, a cross-stitch freebies collection by Brooke Nolan. And I started this one in January of 2024. So there are 25 in total, but I've only done 8 so far. WIP number 11. This one is called Villa in the Forest on 14 count Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, French knots, back stitch. And the pattern is a really nice pattern, large symbols. And I started this one February of 2024. WIP number 12 by Janlyn Needlecraft, Joy in the Journey. Blessed is the life that finds joy in the journey. And I am almost finished with it. I only have that bottom portion to do, and then I'll be done. And I started this one February of 2024. And it just calls out for a full cross stitch. It's really beautiful, and a little bit of back stitching, of course, but not much. WIP number 13 by Design Works. It's called Woodland Castle, and lots of little animals in here. Really cute. Birds and bunnies and squirrels, foxes. Just so cute. Hedgehog. And I've only gotten one stitching session on this one. Not much, but a little bit. It's a start. This one's on 14 count Aida fabric. It calls out for a full cross stitch, back stitch, French knots. And I started this one November 15th of 2025. WIP number 14. It's called Be Kind. It's a 5x7 counted cross stitch on 14 count Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. I started this one May of 25. And that's what I got so far. WIP number 15 is called Butterflies Flying. This one's on 14 count Aida fabric. It requires the full cross stitch and back stitch. I started this one in July of 2025. WIP number 16. This one is called Snowman 2. I started this one in November of 2025. And that's how much I've gotten done so far. I think he's looking adorable, really cute. and it just requires a full cross stitch and back stitch. Pretty simple. WIP number 17, the Go collection. It is called Wintertime Fairy, and I think she's so gorgeous. Look at those colors, just magnificent, I think, just beautiful. So this is on 16 count gray Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, overlay cross stitch, overlay half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. I started this one December of 2025, and this is how much I've gotten so far. Just a few sessions, maybe 2 to 3 sessions. Can't wait to get back to this one. WIP number 18. This one is called Owl 17. And I just think it's just beautiful. It's on 14 count Aida fabric. It's roughly 16 by 16 inches. And it's all full cross stitch. There is confetti stitching going on up in here, but it's been fun. I just have to be in the mood to do some confetti stitching, that's all. And that's where I'm at right now. I started in July of 2025. Now I do recall saying that I would choose this one to do one floss, one strand of floss a day. And that probably lasted me for 5 days straight, and then that was it. I gave up. So the one strand a day didn't work out for me, but that's all right. I did work on it not too long ago, March 29th, March 29th, 30th, and 31st. I did a little bit more on it. So eventually it will get done. WIP number 19 is by Imaginating. It's called Dream Direction. And it says, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. So I started this one, well, first of all, it's on 14 count Aida fabric. It requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. I started this one December of 25, and that's all I got. So that looks to me like a one stitching session. So I'll be looking forward to getting back to it. And this is WIP number 20. This one is by Dimensions, and it's called Holiday Hoodies Stocking. On 14 count blue Aida fabric, it is full cross stitch, back stitch, French knots, and I started this one September of 2024, and that is where it's at now. So I'm starting on that middle L. This is a really cute one, love it. Next is WIP number 21, the Go collection. It is called Winter's Hush. So I started this one July 2025. It's 18 count white Aida fabric. That's what I changed it to. It was on 16 count gray Aida fabric, but I changed it to 18 count white Ada. It requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, couching, and French knots. And this is how much I've gotten done so far. WIP number 22 by Design Works. This one is called Floral ABC. And I think it's just beautiful. I could stitch it up individually and make little pillows. I thought about that, but then decided, no, I'm going to do it all in one cloth. It's on 14 count Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And I started this one in December of 2025. And this is how much I've got. So it's a start. WIP 23 came out of this cross stitch, Just Cross Stitch magazine, the 2025 special collector's issue. And there it is. That's the one. And I chose to do this on this beautiful bright red fabric. The fabric color is actually called Joy Lynn. The fabric is from the Starlight Stitchery brand, Atomic Ranch Fabrics. It's a 28 count Lugana. It is all cross stitch 2/2 in one solid color. So it's my first monochromatic piece ever. And I started this one, I restarted it because I had making a mistake. I had made a mistake with it when I first started stitching it, but I corrected that, restarted it on August 19, 2025. And this was a stitch along, I think. I think it was a stitch along, and I think it was called Which Are You Going to Stitch? I think that's what it was called. Anyway, I started it, like I said, August 2025, and this is where I'm at right now. WIP number 24. This is called Let It Snow. No, sorry. It's not called Let It Snow. It is called Snowman. It's on 14 count Aida fabric. It requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. I started this one December of 2025. I started a lot of, don't know if you've noticed, but I've started a lot of new starts in December of last year. November and December. I went on a Start Everything marathon. So, yeah. I'm glad I did, though. WIP number 25. Chickadees and Lilacs. Now, I've had this kit for a very long time, since the 1990s. And something did happen to which I got very upset over. It's a long story. I have shared it before on my channel of what happened to the pattern, but I did keep it and I pieced it together, and I did start it again several years later. I started October of 2025, and it requires full cross stitch, a half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And so it's going to be a little harder for me to do this one because of what happened. I accidentally, pattern got ripped up accidentally, but I pieced it together, and it's faded a little bit too. The symbols are a little bit faded, but I'm going to take the challenge and just do and stitch it up the best I can. So anyway, let me show you where I'm at. So I got this bird in, and I really can't wait to get back to it because I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful design. WIP number 26. This is a Russian kit. I do not know how to translate that. If you do, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. It is worked on a 14 count Aida fabric, gridded. And I won this kit from a giveaway. And as far as I know, it is full cross stitch and half stitch. So I'm just, you know, the directions aren't very good. So I'm basically just going by my instinct. Whatever I think would look good. So we'll see how it turns out. I started this in July of 2025. WIP number 27 is Wildflower Wreath by Dimensions, 14 count ivory Aida fabric. It is called Wildflower Wreath. I think I said that. It requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And I started this one December of 2025, and all I got was that little tiny butterfly. WIP number 28 is by Dimensions, and it's called Butterfly Profusion. And it's on a 14 count ivory Aida fabric. And it does have a print on the fabric, which I think is pretty cool. You don't see that very often. That's all I got so far. That's my start there. And I started December 18th of 2025. I started this one, only had one session. It requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, crossover, cross stitch, and back stitch. WIP number 29 is out of this book, Patriotic Cross Stitch Patterns. And I chose to cross stitch this beautiful design on 14 count Aida fabric, and my start date was May 31st of 2025. It is only using a full cross stitch. There are no back stitches or any other type of stitch, just full cross stitch. So it's pretty simple. And I'm loving it. It's almost finished. I'll show you a photo here of what it'll look like totally finished. And here it is. So I haven't done the flag here yet. So it'll go here somewhere. And let's see, this flower here is this one. So I've got all this to do still. And this is WIP number 30. This is a Riola's kit. It is called Funny Rabbits. And they are funny, cute little rabbits on 14 count Aida fabric. And I did have problems with this one. Let's see. I started March 2024. So it's one of my oldest ones. And I happened to make a hole here in the fabric, so I couldn't fix it. And I decided, well, I'm just going to put buttons and glue it on. and that covers that, and it looks fine. So I haven't been back to working on this one. Geez, how long has it been? October of 2025 was the last time I touched it. So yeah, I need to get back to this one and finish it. So cute though, really cute. Let's see, how much do I have left to go? Yeah, I got two more. I got this, the rest of this bunny, and this one, and then all that. So almost there, but not quite yet. Not there yet, but hopefully maybe this year, maybe I can finish it. And WIP 31 comes from this book here, A Cross Stitch Christmas Festive Favorites. And that is the finished project there that I'm working on. Oops. And this is what I've gotten done so far. It's called Silent Night. I chose 14 count ivory Aida fabric, and I did sub only one color, which is gold, for the crane neck, but I think at a later date I'm going to take all these yellow stitches, the gold, and go ahead and use a crane neck, even though I don't like using it. Not fun, but I think I'm going to do it. And I also did French knots instead of the beads, and I regret that as well. So at a later date, I'm going to be frogging those out and replacing them with the beads as it calls out for red beads. And so it is full cross stitch, obviously back stitching, but I think that's it. I'm not sure because I didn't write it down, so I'm just guessing here. That's all I see is a full cross stitch and back stitching and French knots. But no, because that was my idea, was to put the French knots instead of the beads, but I am going to use beads. Eventually, when I finish it all, then I will go back and do all the beads. I think I forgot to say when I started. I started this project September of 2024. It's one of my oldest ones, so I definitely would like to get back to it soon. WIP 32 by Dimensions. It is 14 count ivory Aida fabric, requires full cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And this is all I've got, so it's just a start, but still a start. And I did start this in December of 2025, like I started most of my new kits in December of last year. I just, I don't know, something came over me and I decided, yeah, I'm going to start all the kits that I own. And that's basically what I did. WIP 33 is by the Go Collection, and it's called Holiday Village. And it's on 16 count Dove Gray Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And I started this one also in December of 2025. That's what I've gotten done so far. The last time I picked it up was February. WIP 34 is Hedwig from Harry Potter. This one comes from a book, and I will insert a photo here of the book. It is, I chose the 14 count Zweigart Ada fabric, and the color is Vintage Blue by Artiste, and I started this in July of 2025. So I have a note here that I did several mistakes and I fudged. So yeah, I've got the books to do underneath him, and then that'll be it. WIP 35 by Dimensions. It's called Mini Banner Fall. A 5 by 8 inch projects. Really cute and small. On 14 count ivory Aida, and it requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, and French knots. And I only had one stitching session, started December 2025, and that's it. That's all I've got so far for this one. And this is WIP 36, Gather and Give Thanks, charted by Imaginating. And I started on the pumpkin there. So this one's on 14 count Fiddler's Cloth, Oatmeal Light. It requires full cross stitch and back stitch, and I started it in November of 2025. Last time I touched it was January of this year, 2026, and I would love to get back to it soon. WIP 37 is Luca S. and it's called Birds in the Nest. Cute. Look at them. It's on a 18 count Zweigart Ada fabric. It requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, and back stitching. And I started this one in December of 2025. And I just started working on this again a few days ago. Yesterday, in fact, I worked on it. So that's what I've gotten done so far. WIP 38 by Rioas. It is called Little Red Riding Hood. On 18 count Zweigart Ada fabric. Requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, and back stitch. And I started December of 2025. And that's my start. WIP 39 is by Luca S. and it is called Christmas Deer. It's on 18 count Zweigart fabric. I started this one November 2023, so this is my oldest project that I've been working on since then, and that's where I'm at right now. So it's basically just a full cross stitch. So there's no back stitching or anything like that, just cross stitch, full cross stitch. It's the skill level number 3, and it's full coverage, and it's beautiful, and I can't wait to get it done. So as you can see, this is what I've got to do still. So I don't know if it's going to be done by the end of this year. I don't know. I'm afraid to say, because if I do, it always never happens. WIP number 40, Dimensions Gold Collection, Japanese Garden. Started this one in 2024. It's on 16 count blue Aida fabric. And that's what it looks like now. So I've had several stitching sessions on this one. Let's see, when was the last time I worked on it? It was August 12th of 2025. So August of 2025 is when I last worked on it. And it requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and cording. I've never done cording on this one, on any before, so I will have to look into that, see what that entails. WIP number 41 is by Realism. It is called Forest Calendar. And it's on 14 count flaxen Swagart Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch and back stitch. And I started December of 2025. So it is a start. And that's the back side. Oops. Here we go. That's the front. And that's all I've got. I've got that I think it's this middle square here. How am I going to know? I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's that middle square with the owl. Okay, so with this one, did I say it's, no I didn't. It's 14 count flaxen Swagart Aida. Requires full cross stitch and back stitch. I may have said that already. Sorry if I repeated myself. WIP 42, Luca S. It is called The Bird's Autumn. And it's on 16 count Swagart Aida fabric. Requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitching, and French knots. And I started in December of 2025. This is what I have so far. Is that top bird there. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. It is a beautiful, beautiful design. WIP 43. It's the Gold Collection Petites, Believe in Santa. I think that is a very nice looking Santa. It's on an 18 count ivory Aida fabric. Requires cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots, and I started December 25th, so it is a new start. New start for last year, and I just did the poinsettias there, right there, and yeah, need to get back to it. And this is WIP 44. The Gold Collection, Aurora Cabin. Gorgeous. Look at those beautiful blue. The variation is just incredible. I just love the reflection on the lake there. It's beautiful. So this one is on 16 count gray Aida fabric. It requires the full cross stitch, half cross stitch, overlay stitch, overlay half cross stitch, back stitch, couching, and French knots. So I started November 25th. So I restarted this one, I believe. And there's my progress so far. This is WIP 45, the Gold Collection. It's called Fall Fairy. And look at those beautiful fall colors, just gorgeous. It's on 16 count gray Aida fabric, and it contains beads. required stitches are cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, cording, and beads. And I started this one in November of 2025, and this is what I've got done so far. WIP 46, Dimensions Kit, Stack of Critters stocking. It is on 14 count blue Aida fabric. Stitches required are full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. And I started this one August of 2025. And this is where I'm at now. WIP 47 by Reolus. It is called Little Raccoon. And this is a small, 5x7 I think, or 5x5. It's on 14 count flaxen Swagart Aida fabric. And I started May of 2025. And it's full cross stitch and back stitching. And there he is. This is WIP 48. I don't have the cover photos, sorry. I bought this off Etsy. It's called Autumn Mouse. It's on 14 count Aida Fiddler's cloth. And it requires just full cross stitch and back stitch. And I started this one November 2025. And look at, she is so cute. She's holding an umbrella. So I have to finish that, and then I think it's done. WIP 49, Reolus kit. It's called Fluffy Sweet Tooth. And it's on 14 count white Swagart Aida fabric. It requires full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and combined colors, like most do. I don't know why I wrote combined colors, but there you go. And I started December 2025. And I started in the middle with his face. And this is WIP number 50 by Designworks. And it is called Nativity Story. I really, really like this one, and it's large. So it's on 14 count Aida white fabric, and it requires full cross stitch, back stitch, French knots, and contains sequences and beads. And that's what I have so far. This is WIP 51, and it's called Deep Autumn. It is a stamped kit that I bought a while ago, and I started it April of 2024. And the last time I worked on it was not that long ago. But I'm starting to feel like UFOing it because it is warped. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it is warped. So it's going like this, right here in that corner, and this side too, going that way. I don't know what happened to it, but whatever it was, you know, I still have some stitches to do through here, through the trees, a little bit here, and yeah, and right here too, and in between here. This corner here is done, but yeah, I just feel discouraged. I don't want to work on it anymore, but I will keep the pattern in case I later decide to do the design, but obviously on a nice clean, maybe 14 count Aida maybe. For now, I'm setting it aside. It's a UFO. WIP number 52. This one does not have a name. I bought this kit, I don't know when, it was maybe 2023. It was when I first started cross-stitching. I had bought several stamped cross-stitch kits that I still have in a box that I have not started, but I started this one to replace Deep Autumn. And so I have started on this one the other day, and I will continue to work on it. And hopefully this one will not warp. And WIP 53. And I do believe this is the last one. I started this one January 1st of this year, and I have been working on it off and on pretty religiously. I do take breaks, but I am concentrating on this one, so it's a focus piece, and even though I take breaks, I come back to it. I don't put it in my basket of WIPs like I do with my others, so this one is out constantly at my desk to remind me that I need to get back to it, because I do want to finish it this year. So I wanted to finish it before spring, but that didn't happen. So now I'm hoping to finish it this year, period. And if not, oh well. I do need to take my breaks because I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I don't want to get bored with it. So I do give myself a few breaks, you know, so that I can continue to enjoy it. And so, like I said, I started this one the first of this year. It's on 18 count tan Aida fabric, and it requires the full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, couching, French knots, and lazy daisy stitches. I haven't gotten to the lazy daisy stitches yet. I've never done it before, but I'm sure it's not going to be too hard. Here it is. Here's what it's looking like now. I've been sharing this as I do my other WIPs on my Stitch Life Diaries playlist. So if you're interested in following the progress with this one, follow me there and you'll see it. So yeah, and I believe that's it. I've come to the very end. Whew, I'm done. I'm tired, and I am ready to relax now and just sit and veg out. WIP parades are really taxing on me now that I have more WIPs than ever before. So this was much easier on me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, that you enjoyed the format, and it wasn't very long. So that was my concern, was to get a WIP parade out that wasn't too long. And I think I did it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week and have a wonderful stitching week or stitching weekend, whatever it may be. Happy stitching. See you guys later. Bye.